Hello, welcome to another chat, another walk with Lottie. We're going up the hill today. It is Tuesday, the 30th of May, 2023. And another beautiful spring day. We've had such a run of amazing weather recently, and I cannot see a single cloud. I can just see a big contrail up in the sky, a single plane overhead. Too high up to hear it. We don't get a lot of civilian air traffic over here, but we get a fair amount of the military stuff from time to time. It's quite interesting to see the helicopters and transport aircraft kind of thundering along the valley. What they're practicing, I do not know, but they use the valley to do it. And I guess there's not many people here, so they can fly lower. It's kind of rules, I think, on the population density and how low you can fly over it. So it's not too bad. It's not like it's a constant thing. It's just every now and then. So it's quite interesting to see. And we occasionally have the odd different thing come over. We had was it a climate summit, I think, or some kind of summit, and we had the Joe Biden's planes come over, the ones with the, I think they're called an Otter or something like that. It's really long propellers, and they can turn the propellers round for vertical takeoff and landing, I think is the thing. I'm not really an aircraft expert, but I used to be interested when I was a lad. Anyway, it's just part of the fabric of life. In a rural community, mainly what we hear is cars mooing and birds singing, so I can't complain about noise. So yeah, trying to get back into the routine of doing these every week. I have some pictures to put up on the website as well. Just in case you didn't see it in the newsletter, you don't have to sign in using your membership of the site anymore to see all the photos. I decided that was maybe a bit unwieldy for people. You do have to sign in and be a member, of course, if you want to leave comments, and that seems fair enough, because I just don't want, it to descend into a sort of any level of free-for-all with people leaving silly comments, which I'll have to keep an eye on. You know how it goes sometimes on the internet. We just don't want any of that. I would hate for any of you to be upset by something that some random idiot had chosen to put. Sorry, I just thought it was an enormous spider. It's one of those, it's carrying a huge egg case with it. Big sort of white egg case underneath its body, wriggling through the grass. Good girl, Lottie. Occasional bit of a breeze today. I hope it's not too noisy. Anyway, you're probably thinking, well, hasn't this guy finished this book yet? What on earth is taking him so long? And it's one of those things. Some days it's going in leaps and bounds, and other days it's inching forward. And I'm kind of finding bits of notes and things that I've left to myself in earlier stages of putting the manuscript together. I have to say I've been a bit ramshackle the way I've done this one, because I've made it complicated, and so I've sort of had ideas all over the place which I've made notes of, so I didn't forget them, and then you find them scattered around all over the place. I mean, actually within a big document. It's in a program called Scrivener, which I use. It tends to be what I default to. I don't always use it, and I keep thinking, well, is there a better way of doing this? But it's quite a good program. Makes it quite easy to sort of drag chapters around and put little coloured you can put a little coloured dot to sort of signify certain things, like if it's say a Dan chapter or an Alan chapter or a Spiller chapter or whatever, I can put a different coloured dot onto each chapter, so I can see at a glance who is where and when, and I can try and spread them out. And it allows me to sort of label a chapter as first draft, or to do, or in progress, that kind of thing, which also helps, especially when I'm doing the next draft. which I'm so close to doing, hopefully, so close to getting there, to beginning the next draft. Oh, it's just tidying up those ends, those loose ends. And I've done a bit of a sort of, I keep saying sort of, sorry about that. I keep changing around my ideas for this last little part, just to try and make it really good. But you can think something's great, and then you look at it the next day and think, yeah, okay, that burst of enthusiasm was all very well, but actually in reflection it's not quite in keeping or in fitting work with the rest of the book or the rest of the character sort of development. And one of the challenges, of course, of doing a series is just trying to keep things consistent. So the characters do develop, but they don't vary too wildly or widely. I've probably mentioned that before, but we have an idea, don't we, about characters. Once we've read a few books in a series, we kind of form an idea about the character and what they're like and how they behave. Each reader really creates that idea in their own mind. So your idea of Sherlock Holmes might be different to mine, and so on. We all have our own vague ideas. We have some ideas in common, perhaps, but chances are that I'll take sort of any group of 3 or 4 readers, and you'll get 3 or 4 different ideas about what a character's like. Come on, Lottie, almost at the top. Good girl. Come and do some puffing and panting for the listeners. Yep, good girl. Well done. Just pausing to have a little look at the view. Fields are all different shades at the moment. We've got some that are still green, some that are golden, some have been mown or cut, depending on what for. Can't tell from back here. I can just see that they're different shades of gold or shades of green. Very beautiful. Lots of birds chirping away. I'll see. Come on then. So we will get there. In my last newsletter I said that I'll be sharing some snippets soon, and yeah, that will sort of vary, because there's issues with it, you know, of walking into the breeze. It's difficult to share too much without giving spoilers. What I think I will do though is maybe put a tiny snippet on the website, and then you can sign in, so members will get to read more of it. And that's to do with just not making the whole thing public too early, really. And those snippets will change, I'm sure, as time goes on. So there won't be hundreds of them. I'll just do a few, perhaps. See how they go, see if people like them. Guess there's no point in whetting people's appetites too early. Might be frustrating, but yeah, I would like to share some anyway, just for fun. Just a few bits here and there. Not sure how long the next draft will take me. I'll probably take a while, and then it'll have to go off to an editor and so on. So that will also take a little bit of a while, just because it's quite a long book. After that, it shouldn't be too long. I don't like to keep people hanging around. I might do a pre-order, I'll see. That can be a convenient thing for people. Go, come on. Okay, I had to stop there for a bit as the wind was just howling at me. Well, it's a lovely breeze really, but it doesn't make for a good recording. So I seem to keep walking into it. You might be able to hear the trees rustling around me at the moment. I'm just going out to exit the field. With one thing or another, I will sign off there. Thank you very much for listening and joining Lottie and I on our walk today. And I hope you are keeping safe and well and enjoying reading lots of books. Thank you to everyone who's posted reviews and ratings, or maybe told friends or family about the books. That's always really helpful. Lots of lovely reviews and ratings. I saw the other day that Valley of Lies have been stuck on 999 ratings on the US Amazon for quite a while. Now it's gone over 1,000, which is really amazing. To me, as those ratings are overwhelmingly good, and that's really encouraging. It's really nice to see. I think it helps other people to find the books as well. So if you've enjoyed one of the books and you haven't popped a rating or review on any of your favourite sites, then it's worth doing it. I think it does help. So that'd be very helpful. And a huge thank you to everybody who's joined the site or gets the newsletter or has sent me a mug of tea via the coffee.com button on my site. And there's a few kind people who very kindly send something every month, which is amazing. And it helps as well. It helps to just sort of deal with the costs of putting the books together and keeping the lights on and so on. So a huge thank you to those people. Not by any means expected, but very much appreciated. And it does make a difference. It all really helps. So I'll going back to the village now, so I'll sign off with a final thank you to everyone, and look after yourselves. Take care, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.